Hello, welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. This time it's The Sims 4, and it's just a random speed build. I didn't know what I wanted to do next after I finished the Willow Creek series. And a lot has been going on since that last upload. I am a grandmother for the second time. My son and daughter-in-law had another adorable little boy, and I had to stay with my grandbaby for a couple days. Well, actually not even 24 hours, so that they could go and have the child. And they waited a little bit too long with the second one. She was in mortal pain when we got there at around 6:30 in the morning, I think. And the hospital they go to is good, I would say, well, the way I drive, it would be 45 minutes. The way my son drives, it would be a half-hour drive, depending on traffic. But since the quarantine, traffic has never been as bad as it normally is. So they made it there with only 10 minutes to spare because that baby was born 15 minutes after they arrived. Healthy little boy, 7.5 pounds. I think he's about 20 inches long. Adorable, absolutely adorable. So I had to take care of little Charlie. I was with him from that morning till the following afternoon when her parents arrived to take over. And when my daughter and I got home, we both immediately got sick. And I mean sick. And I know the sick person always thinks they sound worse than they actually do. I hope I don't sound as bad as I think I do. But I'm better than I was at that time. I'm more recovered, but I've got nose issues and coughing. So I never got the fever, though. My daughter had a fever for a couple days. So that's one good news. Well, good news followed by bad news. And then I finished this up. I believe it was just yesterday morning. I decorated the second floor and then I made the tour video. And like always, I'm going to apologize once again. It is so jittery and so messed up. I forget so easily what keys to touch, and I wish I knew. Plumella and James Turner have this unusual way of just swiftly dipping down so that you get a straight view and then zipping back up for a bird's eye view. I don't know what they're doing. I'm going to assume it's Sims 3 camera view, and I'm very uncomfortable with that. I never played The Sims 3, so I'm not used to their camera setting, and so all the keys are different, like the movements, but I think that's what they're using. I'm not going to swear by it. But that might be where I'm having an issue, because what I'm doing when I record a walkthrough is I'm using the obviously ASDW, and then the Q and the E. The Q goes down and the E goes up. But I'm also using my mouse. And more times than not, I get so far with the mouse that I physically have to lift the mouse up and then put it back down so you get that jitter jump. And I don't know how to undo that. And I have a mouse pad that goes clean across my desk width. It's that long and wide. And it still doesn't work. My hand is all over the place when I'm using my mouse. So again, apologies. But this was just a whatever build. I again went on the gallery looking for shell challenges, and I don't know if people just aren't making them anymore or if I'm not using the correct terms to search, because I am not finding anything. There may be 3 or 4 of them, but a majority of them are completed shell homes. And I just want the shell. I don't get it. And then the few shells that I do find are oddballs, like underground things, or just these massive squares. There's no detail or anything to them. A couple of them, though, I did notice, this was new to me. They put the siding, the windows, the roofing, and the doors on, and then the inside of the house is just empty, and they're calling that a shell. So, I don't know. I'd rather decorate the entire thing myself, because I shouldn't even be following a challenge, so to speak. If their rules are you can't touch the windows or the doors or the roofing that they put on, then that would mess me up, because that's the first thing that I would do is delete everything that they did and give it my own touch. And I suppose that wouldn't even matter for these videos at any rate. But I got a few ideas for future videos. I'm just sad that people don't seem interested in what I'm doing here, and I just thought that I'd get more views at least for the past year, than I actually have. But I am happy that I'm getting more subscribers. But sadly, I think it's because of my Animal Crossing videos and not these Sims build videos. Because to be honest with you, I prefer doing these videos to Animal Crossing. It's not every day that a villager asks you to leave. And Animal Crossing is a stayed game. Once you've completed decorating your island and you have all 9 of your villagers, or is it 10 plus you? I can't remember. It's really just a daily routine. You go in and you pull weeds if you need them. You pick up shells if you want to get the money. You shake trees for the wasps and the items. You say hi to your neighbors. You check your bank balance to get your Nook miles. And your mailbox if you got anything or ordered anything. And then you're done. But with The Sims, there's always something to do. So I prefer videotaping this game to any other one. I've tried Stardew Valley. I've tried several times. I have tried several times to record, well, actually just to play Cities Skylines, and I just don't get it. The mechanics of that game escape me. I have no idea how people get it to work. I can't read all of those menu items on the bottom. There's so many of them. But I think what I'm finally realizing is I'm in, what is that called? Teaching mode or whatever. How they take you through the ropes and then you can play the game for real. I think I'm in that mode and they're not telling me I am. Because I do one thing and then it won't let me do anything else. I have to do what the next highlighted box is. So you go from roads to hooking up power or something. And I couldn't even do that right. I actually got a road to work, although it was with great difficulty. I don't know how to, when you click on the road and you draw it, I don't know how to undo the road to move to something else. What key do I press? I have no idea. It's very frustrating, and I'm too old for that kind of stuff. Well, I shouldn't say that because I've always been this way. The minute things get out of hand, I quit. I walk away. Anyway, this is the after tour. And I shouldn't be talking about City Skylines in this video anyway. It's just a very I'm too stupid for that game, and it's very frustrating because it's another build game that I like. But I just really quickly want to add the fact that I also finally have Minecraft, because again, I see it as a builder. You just build up, you can do farming and keep animals and things like that. That seems fun to me. But I couldn't even get into the game. I had no idea how to get into the game. It gave me 3 choices, and one of them was completely locked. It had a lock on it. I'm like, why are you giving me this choice if I can't even have it? I had to get on the phone with my daughter, and then I just told her, forget it. It's too early in the day, and I don't feel good. I'm not going to bother. So I'll come to that another time. So this is coming up on the inside. This is just a random house. I didn't even find it on house plans. I didn't see this in any of the books that I bought. It's just an idea that came to me, and I do have, well, I shouldn't say that. I do have every pack except the Star Wars, and I have not bought the kits yet. Because from what I understand, they're pretty buggy at the moment. And I don't want to buy anything that's going to mess me up that way. But I do like the kitchen. And I'm curious about the dust bunny thing. But you know me with this game. Gameplay to me is me doing my own thing. And not having to do this set routine that the game itself has created, and you just follow the motions until you get from A to B. That's not my idea of a good time. Strangerville was okay. I was curious. I wanted to see the mother plant. But to jump through all those hurdles to get to that point, not my idea of a good time. Sorry. I'm just too short-tempered for that kind of stuff. I want to get into the game, and I want to do what I want to do. And I want to do it the way I want to do it. That's just the way I've always been. I guess you would call that selfish. I'm a selfish gamer. I don't know. And frankly, I don't care. That's just who I am. So my idea of this game is to go in, create a fantabulous Sims, give them a fabulous home, and try to make as much money as I can, finding the perfect spouse for whoever I've created, or even creating my own spouse. I don't care. Getting the kids to become friends with all the neighborhood kids. That's my idea of playing The Sims, and that's about the extent of it. I don't go into all of the pack-laden information like the dust bunny thing. I'm curious, but it just does not seem like something I would want in my house forever. It's just disgusting. I don't want dust and dirt all over. I don't want to be fabulously filthy. Now, getting back to this tour, again, with the roofs. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm just not a roofer. I'll never figure it out. When I use the cylindrical roof, which I like, it just has a very bad habit of clipping. And I don't know if I'm using the right term, but it just sticks right through the ceiling into the room. Don't know how to fix that. If you lift up the arrow tab, it will go up, but it will go up all around. So you have to stretch the roof out to make it cover the edge. And that just makes the roof bigger. And I don't want it to be that big. But I guess that's what I should have done to avoid the clipping. I don't know. I just didn't do it. And I, again, didn't even notice it until I went through the tour. And that's very frustrating. I think I even played them for a day because I'm in the cats and dogs world, which, by the way, is Brindleton Bay. I could not figure out what the name of this place was the last time I mentioned it. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of Kayla's favorite lots. I don't mind it, but they're kitty. Little Joey, he's stuck under the viaduct right next to this house, and he refuses to come home. And no matter who I click the whistle on, the kitty gets that red thing with the blue foot. You know, it just means they can't do it. I don't know why. But where those red trees are, that's where the kitty's just sitting there under the viaduct. And he will not come home. So I think little Joey kitty's going to starve to death, or somebody's going to take him. I don't know. But I thought that was odd. I never had experienced that before. But this is the first time I've used this lot in this particular world. It's not bad. I don't think it's got the greatest view. I think there are other lots in this world that have a better view, like of the ocean, nice sandy beach and stuff. But it always rains here, and it's always overcast here, so this is a little dark, and I don't have my MC Command Center installed. So, but anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope you have a terrific day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.